Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the managing director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. As the title of this video suggests, we're discussing a topic that I wish we weren't discussing because I wish children could walk this earth in complete and unfettered freedom from predators of all types. But unfortunately they cannot, and that's why one of the big reasons we got law enforcement. And I thought of making this video after reading a recent article from the Bangkok Post. BangkokPost.com article is titled, "Child Porn Webmeister," in quotes, "arrested near Pattaya." Quoting directly, a 54-year-old German programmer was arrested in Chonburi for running a dark website that sold child pornography. The arrest was a joint operation between the Technology Crime Suppression Division, TCSD, and U.S. Homeland Security investigations. I actually mentioned them in a tweet recently regarding a video I previously did regarding all these fake foreign lawyers here, and I sort of asked the question, where are you guys on this, especially the ones that are, in a fake, fraudulent manner trying to help people get into the United States, again, against U.S. law. Remains to be seen where they're at on that specifically, but it is worth tipping the hat on this one. Homeland Security Investigations was the one that gave the tip-off on this, so it was their intelligence, and it looks like they've been assisting local law enforcement. So tip of the hat to you folks. Thanks very much for that. And obviously, it's always a good thing to get a predator like this out of society. That said, quoting further, the suspect, identified only as Stefan, surname withheld, was apprehended at his condominium in Banglamung district on March 5th following an arrest warrant issued by the criminal court on March 3rd. TCSD Commander Police General Atip Pongsiwapai told media on Tuesday that the investigation started with a tip-off from HSI, which had tracked Stefan's movements in running a dark website for selling pornography. HSI believed that the suspect had operated the website for 3 years. The site featured various types of explicit content, with users paying in cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Monero to access the material. The payments were credited to user accounts, allowing them to watch or download videos. Upon tracing Stefan's digital financial transactions, investigators discovered that the suspect had been transferring the membership fees to his digital wallets. On the side, on sort of a side note there with regard to digital wallets. Yeah, on the one hand, it's very easy, or maybe I should say it makes it easier to track these folks down with the digital wallets. So on the one hand, thank the Lord, they're stupid, basically for using this stuff so that they're easier to track. Now that said, I hope this isn't going to be used as some kind of push again for this digital money stuff, because at the end of the day, let's talk about what the underlying evil is here. It's not monetary privacy. It's the fact that some scumbag was in Thailand trying to sell photos of children being victimized. Let's worry about the underlying crime. Again, thank our lucky stars, I guess, that he was dumb enough to use things that allowed him to be traced better. But again, I don't want the two issues to really get conflated. I do worry about that a lot. That said, I couldn't be happier for, I'm not, look, I'm a law and order kind of guy. But when it comes to people attacking children, I start to lose a lot of my fetters when it comes to the law. I just do. I shouldn't be smiling about that because it's a serious matter, okay? But I do. I think most people do, because I think it's almost emotional, or it's probably animal reflex or like muscle memory to your blood memories or something, or sort of your Darwinistic responses that children are completely innocent. They have no ability to defend themselves. So again, these people are a direct threat to the species in reality, is what you're talking about here. That said, quoting further, the funds were then converted into various currencies, eventually being, and again, they were converted back to currency. Nobody's sitting around saying and necessarily ban that, okay, although they are trying to make us go over to cashless. But again, look, these dark webs and things, fine. You catch people with cryptocurrency, fine, because they have to use it, because this is evil stuff, and you can't create a marketplace of this stuff, because people like me will walk in and basically have a conniption fit, or I'm talking metaphorically and hypothetically, but shoot the place up. These people can't meet in real life as a practical matter because it's so evil. I mean, gangsters will go after you over this. everybody has a code, even criminals, and these people can't meet for a reason. That said, I do worry that this gets used as a pretext to, again, foist digital money on us. That worries me. But that said, the underlying issue of going after these people should not be overlooked. That said, quoting further, eventually being exchanged into Thai baht and transferred into Stefan's bank accounts in Thailand, the suspect faced multiple charges, including possession of child pornography for sexual exploitation, distributing child pornography for commercial purposes, distributing, producing, having, importing, or exporting child pornography out of the kingdom, engaging in trade, or being a part of or involved in child pornography. Yeah, this guy's never going to walk at liberty in Thailand ever again. Okay, that's a fact. I've said it in other videos too, and this isn't exactly a joke, but I'm hoping it operates as a deterrent for the other scumbags out there. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Don't come here. The darkness will not be kind to you here. This guy's lucky he ended up with the police. Okay, that's your best case scenario. Because if the good old boys down on the street find you, it ain't going to be good. Quoting further, the commander said he admitted to the charges, stating that after retiring from his programming job in Germany, he relocated to Thailand. Yeah, after retiring from my programming job, I relocated to Thailand to sell child porn. Just evil. The banality of evil. Quoting further, he explained that he was the administrator of 2 dark websites that offered over 5,000 child pornography videos. These websites had a combined total of more than 10,000 subscribers, generating an estimated 3.5 million baht in illicit income. Boy, I really hope, for all of those kids' sake, for everyone's sake, for the world's sake, HSI is able to glean a lot of intel, a lot of data from this guy. So are Thai law enforcement, so that hopefully we can find more of these people and lock them up too. I'd prefer they just be stricken from the earth, but we can't always have what we want. That being said, hopefully this is, I really have to commend the media and press establishment in Thailand on something here. Look, nobody wants to talk about this stuff. I get it. And there's a kind of instinct amongst Thais to downplay the negative, sort of accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative, but sort of downplay the negative. And look, I get it when, we're talking about burning, the burn season, and maybe you don't want to just go online and tell everybody it's terrible to be in Thailand in certain places during the burn season, that maybe you just don't focus on that. You kind of focus on other things that are positive to, for example, make Thailand look better. Again, I understand the notion, and I feel the same way. I don't want to be making these videos. In fact, I can almost guarantee this video will be, not really suppressed by YouTube's algorithm, but they just won't push it. My core audience will see it, and the people that want to watch it will probably watch it. But again, this isn't material that people want to talk about. I totally get that. But when it comes to our children, we have to overcome our squeamishness here. They just are what they are, and they're innocent. And law enforcement is there for them. And so to a certain extent, while I'm not going to do videos like I do foreigners behaving badly videos, for example, where, candidly, sometimes we don't have a lot of material that I haven't already gone over at length. And sometimes we'll just be like, oh, here's this guy knocked off a 7-Eleven, got arrested for it. We'll do a video on that. That's not the purpose of these videos. I'm not here to fill time. I'm not here to just make these videos for any kind of promotional purposes. These ones here are like when I saw the other day, there was a Thai law enforcement officer brought in on an allegation in a school here that a teacher had been molesting a number of children. And the person's under investigation. Obviously, they're entitled to due process. But if it's true, obviously this person, it needed to be dealt with. In times past, that is probably something you would not have heard about in the media. I'm not necessarily saying it's a great thing, but we have to raise some level of awareness for these children that are the victims of these predators, and they're able to do what they do because of society's squeamishness and politeness, quite frankly. So again, tip of the hat to the media that's kind of picked up on this overall topic more. Again, not something any of us want to be talking about all the time, but I definitely think it's something we should bring up from time to time when it's pertinent to remind the world that you don't come here and mess with our kids, okay? That's a big one, and that's sort of the purpose of making these videos. Now, again, that being said, I'm not going to just constantly talk about this all the time, and it's also important to tip of the hat, credit where credit is due to Thai law enforcement. I think in the photo, that's CIB, Central Investigation Bureau, but also thanks a lot to Homeland Security Investigations for the tip-off on all of this. Overall, I think this is a great initiative. I couldn't be happier they're going after these people. It's sad they have to go after these people, but we need to take care of this. You know, at the end of the day, we need to deal with this problem, and it's a major problem. And I really, really appreciate and can't thank the media enough for, frankly, the slight shift in paradigm and understanding that this is something we all just need to deal with, as unpleasant as it is.